Ball every season. Ball every season. Ball every season. Everything super around me, yeah, that's guaranteed. We ball every season. Ball every season. Ball every season. Keep it 10K with the team, be like a regime. We ball every season.
So welcome back to Sports Minds, y'all, where all roads lead to sports, and we talk ball every season. Introducing your host, Hashmaster Z, Legendarius, and we got Filthy Phil in the house. Hey, yo, Legendarius, kick us off on this special episode today.
Should I kick it off? Should I punch it off? Should I stomp it off? You know, these are the things.
You can always slap it off, too.
I could always slap it off. These are the things that run through my mind and also Draymond Green's mind. You know, that's how it goes when, you're starting to lose a step. You still like to talk shit, but you can't really back it up. You're undersized. You're getting older. You just don't want to take it anymore. So instead of, doing your sport, which is playing basketball, you just got to start fighting people. Listen, in the third time this year where Draymond has gotten into a physical altercation, which has led to him being suspended. So he stomped on Sabonis last playoffs.
Yes.
Put Gobert in a headlock a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now, and got suspended for 4 games. And then he was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and slap Yusuf Nurkic as well. I'm sick of this guy. I don't like his face. Oh, man. And it's just funny the way that he tries to defend himself, acting like, oh, it wasn't on purpose when like clearly it was. And then also it's just hilarious how Steve Kerr is like always complaining about everything. It's like, oh, it's so loud in the Suns arena. It's like a club in there. And it's just like, your player fights people.
Right.
You have the dirtiest player on your team. We don't want to hear you complain about anything else. I want to hear Dylan Brooks broke the code. Oh, people are flopping. All that. I'm so sick of it. Draymond Green suspended indefinitely, which will probably end up being like at least 10 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the suspension's totally fair, totally warranted. I mean, repeat behavior to the point where everyone's just like, really? Even if you didn't see the play, you can close your eyes and imagine a play. Aggressive Draymond goes bad on innocent player with hands down, So it's just like, you got to make an example of, that just like in the NFL, Draymond, those actions are being, ruled out of the state of play. So you just got to deal with it or get gone.
Yeah.
Basically.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Yeah, no, like, and then piggybacking on what you were saying about...
That's how Nurkic felt.
So just piggybacking on what you said about Steve Kerr, the Warriors are the most notorious enabling organization in the league because they be letting this man get away with, well, I mean, not murder, but knocking out their own teammate and didn't do anything about it. And then all those incidents we just mentioned, Warriors are, he's just passionate. And it's like, I'm not asking, Steph and Clay to say anything, whatever, that's their boy. But at the same time, front office, grow some nuts, say something. Like, is this what you condone? Oh, you condone it? All right, sick. That's what you then that's who you are then. A dirty organization. You allow that shit to fly. So yeah, I'm just happy that the NBA finally just nutted up and was like, hey, nah, this can't go on any longer. Like you said, Legendarius, Draymond, your skills are waning, undersized. So I guess the best you can do now is just fight people. So.
Yep. Well, hey, remember when the Warriors were just the smartest franchise in the league? You guys were playing checkers, they were playing chess, they had strength in numbers, they just knew how to draft so well. All the arrogance that was coming from the from the Warriors organization during that 2015 to 2021 run. Because then, you know, all they needed is, the only reason we weren't good is because Clay was out. Now you got everybody back, and look at you.
Look at you, old, crusty, and ashy.
Exactly. Clay Thompson washed. You got Chris Paul, can't make a shot. You just got Steph Curry. Like, damn, this is what loyalty gets me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what loyalty gets you. You know, and that's for, you know, and that's for everybody who values loyalty over everything. What happened to Kobe in the last 3 to 5 years of his career? Not much playoff success. Got wackos on the team like Swaggy P and shit. Like, they could have been trying to compete for more titles, but once again, wanted to be loyal. And, you know, Kobe warranted. He was older, so that's fine. Warriors. Actually, they're not that much. They're not old like that. It's just the fact that Clay is only 32, 33. His skills have diminished. Draymond, same age, 33, 34. Steph Curry, 35. You could still make one last run, but it ain't worth it anymore. It ain't. It's a wasted year.
Yep. Unless they make some massive trades, but they don't have any assets, you know? And that's another thing too. All these Warriors fans thought they were so smart when they had the number 2 pick, and they're like, "Oh, we don't want LaMelo Ball. We don't need him." But I bet you wish you had LaMelo Ball right now.
Facts. You know, and shout out to LaMelo Ball, by the way. So,
yeah, big baller brand. But speaking of people trying to fight, how about these Bucks and the Pacers trying to fight after the Pacers sent that ass home in the tournament?
So, you know, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is how rivalries are born. Yeah, because that's the animosity I was reading from it, where it's like, all right, hey, Giannis and all y'all got kicked out, got blown out the building by the Pacers. You know, Halliburton is a bona fide star now. And then, you know, Giannis comes in, puts in the 60-fold, it's 16 piece. And then y'all took his game ball, thinking he was going to lay down. Nah. Giannis wasn't going to let that shit slide.
True.
Bobby Portis looking like an absolute psychopath too during the game as things got chippy. Just looks like a rabid animal, just yelling. And the pictures do not look good. But shout out Bobby Portis, man, putting his team on his back.
Bobby Portis is really about that action. He broke his teammate's jaw in practice before.
Right. Hey, for real. Oh my gosh, that was I forgot that European player's name, but
Mirotic.
Yeah. There we go. I know he was a EuroLeague MVP at one point too.
Yep.
Shattered his shit.
Yeah, man. But the reason they had that beef is because Halliburton just gave them the business in the in-season tournament game as the Lakers made it to the in-season championship to face my Lakers, where the Lakers just absolutely destroyed them.
Yeah.
Winning MVP.
Yeah, they sure did. Absolutely D'd them up. Had the right rotations going on. I was fearful of a 120 plus explosion like they've been averaging, but nope, not quite.
Not with that team against the Lakers.
Yeah, and you know, Anthony Davis, you give him a soft big man, he'll look like the greatest big man there ever is, as he puts up 41 and 20 against Miles Turner and Isaiah Jackson. But shout out to AD. At least, you know, you didn't take the game off, because, you know, it was every other game. That was his issue in the playoffs. You know what? I'll play 2 good games in this tournament back to back. And then Austin Reeves with the flu, putting up 28. They saying it's better than Jordan's flu game.
Yeah, because it was for the first ever in-season tournament championship. So, you know, championship game, it's legendary. Austin Reeves, AR-15, unloaded the clip. That's what he did. I still can't say that line right. That shit is so funny to me. Oh my gosh. But but Austin Reeves, he was balling. The entire Lakers team, you could tell, whatever morale boost that was needed for for them to be like, nah, we're taking this this season, the rest of it seriously, and everyone else needs to take us seriously, despite how old LeBron is, despite how soft you think AD is, how much you think inconsistent our role players are. Nah, we coming. That's a lot, that's what I was taking from that.
Yeah, well, I want to see it in the playoffs.
Same. We got a long time before that happens.
Yeah. But I do think it is kind of whack that they're given a banner for the in-season tournament. It's like, come on, guys. We got Kobe, Magic Johnson, Kareem, Shaq, etc. in the rafters, along with our 17 championships. And the banner, that's a little tacky.
Yeah, that's like saying like, all right, we're gonna hang up Kobe's jersey or Shaq's jersey for the All-Star MVPs or something like that. Like, no, nobody cares. Nobody cares like that. It's too early to actually like put actual significance, historical significance on it. So
yeah, no. Agreed. But I guess it accomplished a goal. It was able to get people to pay attention to basketball in, November, early December.
Right.
But now that that's over, it's, right back to NFL, baby.
Hell yeah.
Week 14 recap.
You know the drill. If your team stinks, you're not getting talked about.
Exactly.
Facts.
So we just
Ravens, Rams.
Yes, sir. Ravens, baby, with the walk-off game-winning TD. But before the walk-off TD, Lamar Jackson with the drive. He hadn't had anything like that before in his career. I mean, not as significant. Like, all right, you're down a touchdown. You need to march down the entire field and get us a drive or get us a score and a 2-point conversion. And he's like, that I got y'all. And on top of that, there's some questionable calls along the way that he didn't let that stop him. Zay Flowers coming up in the clutch. He gets the game-winning touchdown. And
fantastic touchdown, bro.
And then Stafford, man. Stafford was balling. Our Ravens defense was getting torched in this game. I was concerned about
Cooper
that.
Kupp saw Marlon Humphrey and said, "Oh, I'm gonna take those ankles. Hey, Puka, you want some?" Puka was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm about to eat too. Let me go ahead and get Humphrey ass." 2-piece they ass.
Yeah,
I think they combined for 200 receiving yards against Humphrey.
Yes, bro. Humphrey was getting cooked. And hell, we might have actually lost the game because he fell on another route and the receiver just stepped out of bounds, or else he would have had a walk-in touchdown. So I do feel like the Ravens, they got some things to clean up, but considering that they're playing against Coach of the Year candidate Sean McVay at a 6-7, I feel like they really held their own.
Oh yeah, and you know how the NFL is. If you're hovering around 500, and you're doing a pretty good job, but not a fantastic job, you're going to be Coach of the Year, a la Brian Dable. So.
Oh yeah. So Ravens escape, but a win is a win is a win. And we're now solidified at the top of the AFC, the number 1 seed.
Yes, sir. You guys are.
Through Baltimore for the chip.
What was interesting It's just the fact, now they're like, okay, where do they go from here? So are they going to blow out Jacksonville, or are they going to, barely squeak away because they're looking, ahead to the Niners? What do you, what's the outlook for your team, Legendarius? What do you think? How do you think this shit's going to go?
Well, I do got to say, like the NFL, I feel like it's kind of good, but at the same time, it's just like, what were you guys thinking? Where they really gave like all these good teams is like, you know what? You guys all get to play 5 good teams in a row. So that's how you guys get to end the season. They did it to the Eagles, they're doing it to the Cowboys, and they're doing it to the Ravens. I do believe we'll beat the Jags for sure with Trevor Lawrence being hobbled, and that's a revenge game from last year anyways, as we gave up a massive lead. I think the Niners game, I think we're going to be locked in for that one because the media is just basically saying like they're the team to beat all over the place.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're going to bring their A game for that one. You're going to see like a clutch Lamar performance, and then obviously we're going to need the defense to step up on that day. So I think if we win that game, then they're in an interesting situation because you want to beat Miami, and that's also a revenge game. They gave it up to Miami after having a big lead, and you could clinch the 1 seed if you beat Miami. So you win these next 3 games, you clinch the 1 seed. But then it's like, all right, you don't have to play against the Steelers, and then you'll have a first round bye. It's like, is it a good thing or a bad thing to have that much time off?
I would say as long as they don't sit starters in week 18, like early, then you should be good. Because if you sit the starters throughout that game and then they have 2 weeks off, then it's like, nah, you're gonna be rusty.
But do you want to play them against the Steelers? You don't have to.
I mean, me personally, knowing like the injury histories and stuff of the offense, I wouldn't want to, wholeheartedly, but it'd be like, all right, y'all playing for a half and then we're done, or like at least have them play like a quarter, and then I'd be like, okay, y'all good.
Yeah,
let's get ready for playoffs. Like if you clinch, like you're still gonna play. You're gonna get warmed up, all that stuff. But I'm not gonna be like, we're gonna finish this game and be like the best of the best. It depends on the seeding, but more than likely, they'll probably have.
They already know if we beat the Dolphins. Obviously, if we go undefeated, we have a 2-game lead on everybody. But if we beat the Dolphins, and let's say we lose to the Niners, we'll still have the 1 seed locked up.
Yeah.
Going in a week.
Right. So that's why I would say like at least I would at least play them like a half, and then I would sit everybody because there's no point of getting everybody hurt.
Gotcha.
Or anybody hurt.
Well, how about them Cowboys? What's you guys' situation looking like, as there's a 3-way tie for number 1 after the Cowboys gave it to the Eagles?
30-13, baby.
And you guys have the same division.
3-13, get it right.
33-13. Anyway, all right, Filthy. What are your thoughts on the game?
I mean, it was cool. They finally got the monkey off their back a little bit. They addressed the problem, which is, getting down and dirty with Philadelphia in the trenches. They attacked with a weak, which is in the secondary. There was no answer for CD in the pass attack. The run game finally perked up a little bit, and it was just great. It was great to see, man. Mike McCarthy finally calling a big boy game, fresh off the appendicitis. It was just cool.
Coach of the Year candidate right there, Mike McCarthy, baby.
Coach of the Year candidate, Mike McCarthy, right there, dialing up more W's. Shaq Leonard, you chose up wrong, buddy. You wanted to go hang out with your buddies in Philadelphia, so collect your L's. You could have came over to the champs. The champs coming up. The thing between Dallas and you is like you both don't have rings, so you should have just came to Dallas, man. Tough breaks.
I don't know. I think that Mike McCarthy has too many wins this season to be a Coach of the Year candidate. 10-3. That's too much.
You're right.
It needs to be.
He's too good.
More around hovering around 500, like say Sean Payton, who pulled out the W. He pulled out the W against the Chargers. He injured Justin Herbert for the season. He somehow was able to still keep Brandon Staley employed. He's like, damn, you bastard. This was supposed to be my job. I was supposed to be coaching Justin Herbert.
Right. Bounty Gate continues years later.
You know what? If I can't coach Herbert, then nobody will. Hurt his ass.
Yeah.
The return of Bounty Gate.
But hey, you got the Broncos sitting at 7-6. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. Sean Payton definitely Coach of the Year candidate.
Yeah, he fits the criteria. Winning streak around 500. Not gonna go deep into the playoffs. Yeah, I think that's a prime Coach of the Year candidate.
Yeah, that's now you're getting it.
The candidacy continues as Coach of the Year. Sean McDermott beats Coach of the Year Andy Reid 2017 in a controversial decision that erases the really cool Travis Kelce heads-up play that could have been immortalized in NFL history, but in fact now means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, all the things that Travis Kelce's done up to this point are now erased because I'm just laughing at how ridiculous my homeboy wanted to sound, whining like a little freaking baby.
That was supposed to be the moment for Travis Kelce.
Yeah, because
now he doesn't even know what highlights he's gonna have. The Hall of Fame, what highlights are they gonna show?
It won't be that one. We know that. And another thing that they said, Patrick and Travis were talking. Travis said, "Hey, look, bro, if we win this game, I'm gonna propose to Taylor Swift." And so they, once they called it back, I guess now he can't propose. So,
dude,
Travis,
he also. Are you telling me the refs ruined a power marriage couple that would rival the Jay-Z Beyonce, would rival the Rihanna A$AP Rocky? They ruined that by offensive offsides when the player did line up offsides.
Yeah, that sounds just about right. And then, of course, according to the best quarterback in the league, what else did they do? Oh, he said that, hey, some plays like that you just let go because it would benefit him greatly. But I guess the refs wanted to, do the right thing and play by the rules and call the offsides on the receiver who was indeed.
They tried to say some, when I say they, I'm talking about the media. So they, not pronouns, the media, they are saying that Kadarius Toney in that game lined up offsides 6 times and they didn't call it until the last time. And it's just anybody that lines up offsides 6 times as an offensive player, it's you deserve to get it called at least once.
Yeah.
That's not a good argument. And maybe you shouldn't be in the game if you don't know how to line up properly.
And right. And then, and anyone who's ever played football, whether you're lining up as a tight end or a slot or receiver, first thing you do, turn your head, do the thumbs up sign that you're good. Ref gives it back to you, and then the play's able to go. And then if you're not in line, they'll say scoot up or scoot back, depending on where you're at. So, Kadarius Toney, wah, wah, wah.
I would typically turn my head and give the refs a finger because I know he's about to screw me. But anyways, shout out to the Bills for staying relevant at 7-6. Oh my God! As we're recording, there's a Thursday night football game going on where the Chargers are just getting shit stomped by the Raiders, down 13-0, about to be 14-0 in the first quarter. So it's going to be a bloodbath. Love to see it.
Coach of the year candidate
Antonio
Pierce.
Seahawks, Niners.
Oh man, that was just
MVP watch. You mean?
Yeah, that was MVP watch for sure. Did you see how great Brock Purdy was when he threw the 3-yard pass to Debo and then Debo did the rest? Did you see how great Brock Purdy was when he handed the ball off to McCaffrey and McCaffrey got 75 yards on the first play?
Well, yeah, he's a fucking hero.
Great Brock Purdy was when he had a lead, the entire game and was never under pressure. Do you see how great Brock Purdy was? He's definitely the MVP.
Definitely the MVP if I've ever seen one. But yeah, so
Pete Carroll, 6 and 7. He's definitely like in that Coach of the Year hunt.
Yeah, he has to be because
if you win 2 or 3 more games, if you win 2 to 3 more games with Drew Lock as QB, I mean, you got
he locked it up.
Yeah,
and pun intended. So.
Who we got next? Should we talk about
Jets, Texans, 30-6.
Coach of Year,
R.I.P. C.J. Stroud, R.I.P. Nico Collins.
Coach of Year candidate Nico Ryans. He took a loss.
7-6. Zach Wilson. We've been
comeback player of the year. Comeback player of the year candidate Zach Wilson.
He said, "Ball so hard, university."
Yo,
he's a quarterback club first team. All pro first team. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm him. Yeah, Zach.
See, the last time you motherfuckers try to bench me
for Tim who Boyle. Dude. Yeah.
Hey, you better tell number 12 or number 8 that it's a QB competition this offseason.
Oh my god, that was a priceless quote. Last year, what would you do if the Jets come in to bring in another quarterback? Well, that other quarterback better run. Next thing you know, it's Aaron Rodgers. Like, what are you gonna say?
Between the Dolphins and the Lions, who are the bigger frauds? They both lost.
Dolphins are the biggest frauds right now.
Yeah,
because they still haven't beaten a winning team. Anytime a team is physical or it shuts their little pretty finesse stuff down, or Tua doesn't have Tyreek Hill, man, they become like a really good team to straight up average.
Yeah, man, and they were extremely average in this game. Not only were they gifted a pick 6 and 2 other possessions in the red zone that they cashed in for touchdowns, but with a 14-point lead and 4 minutes left in the game, they got outscored by rookie Will Levis. Tua, a turnover machine and just a psychopath, fumbled in the red zone, picked the ball up, fumbled again, set up Jalen Waddle to die on a slant route. Luckily, Jalen Waddle is a tough SOB and was
just a heat check.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'll be back." Everybody was complaining about my concussions. If I give everybody a concussion, then it won't be that big of a deal anymore.
See, everyone? See? Anybody can get concussions. It's not just my fault.
But I will say, Will Levis got something.
Yeah. I can say that. He's not, it's not like those overrated quarterbacks where it's like, damn, like
Bryce Young.
Don't get me started. But yeah, no, it's not like that where it's like, oh damn, this guy's trash. Are we sure he can play in the NFL? I mean, not only from his debut, like yeah, he's gonna have growing pains, but he's got something. He's got something. And DeAndre Hopkins actually became relevant again ever since he started. So there's that.
I mean, it was his dream to play with, Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers before he decided to choose Ryan Tannehill. But maybe he knew all along that he was going to get Will Levis, and that's who he really wanted to catch balls from.
He's a soothsayer. Or a soothsayer?
Hilarious. That about does it for the Week 14 recap. Down for Week 15 predictions.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's get this.
Bengals Vikings.
Let's see. Bengals Vikings. Jake Browning all over his pants. So I'm going Vikings. I like the Vikings in this game. Home game. Cincinnati's defense isn't as good as it was. And I think Nick Mullins won't throw balls to, hurt or kill Justin Jefferson. So we'll go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna take the Bengals. I mean, they won 2 straight with Jake Browning at QB.
Who they?
Yeah, who they? Who they say they're gonna beat the Bengals? That's what they say. Anyways, they won 2 straight with Jake Browning at QB. They're sitting at 7-6. And I think that Zach Taylor is firmly in the Coach of the Year candidacy. So he's going to keep his run going, advance on the 8-6. And even though the 7-6 Vikings will fall to 7-7, you cannot count out Kevin O'Connell for Coach of the Year as well.
He fits the criteria. Started 1-4, went on a
Give me the Bengals streak. As the Chargers fumble the ball again. Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, Indy at home.
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
I know in our rough draft, I was thinking, you know what? Nah, we're going Colts. I'm doing Colts. Steelers can't do anything offensively. Yes, I know their defense is still good, but I'm going Colts this game. I have no faith. I have no faith in Mitchell Trubisky, and I don't think that the Steelers are going to be. They should just lean on the run game, but you know how certain teams operate. So
I think Minshew is going to turn into that turnover machine that he became famous for. And Steelers pull it out.
Give me the Colts. Game 3 on Saturday. Broncos-Lions. Lions at home.
Lions at home. I feel like the Lions got to win this game. They've lost 3 straight.
Yeah. They do have to win. But wait, who they playing against again?
They're playing against the Broncos, led by Coach of the Year, Sean Payton, Comeback Player of the Year, Russell Wilson.
Give me Russ. Pushing all the chips to the table. Russell Wilson, Coach of the Year, Sean Payton. He fits the criteria until they get to 9-6 or 10-6. Then he's out the running. But on the serious side, I think that the Denver Broncos have been surging. It's not like their offense and defense are like blowing you out like the water. It's just situational football they're excelling in. So whether it's Russell Wilson, on a 3rd and medium or 3rd and long, able to get it to Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton's been eaten all year. Javonte Williams is... Well, he's back to being Javonte Williams. And then on defense, it's not like they have hella stars. It's the fact that they all play situational football so well. So that's why I'm going with Denver.
My brain is telling me Lions because Goff's at home. My gut's telling me Broncos because they're riding so hot. Give me the Broncos. Bears, Browns.
The Browns. Brown Town. Lord Flacco about to lead the Browns to another victory.
Oh my gosh. So I think I'm gonna do, let's see. So Browns and oh shit. I forgot the other team. I'm sorry, guys. Browns whom?
Bears.
I'm going Justin Fields. Eberfuck. So as our stat guys were in the stat room and not making up numbers, crunching numbers, crunch, crunch, crunch. They pointed to me saying that ever since I called Matt Eberflus Eberfuck, the Bears have a winning record. They were like what 3-2 during this time. So yeah. Justin Fields, for the first time in his career, has a winning streak of 2, or at least with Eberfuck. So let's make it a third, because I do want to see Justin Fields succeed, and this would be a great game to be like, hey, he's about to ball out. Unfortunately, that Browns defense is going to make it very hard. So we'll see. But I'm going Bears out of pure optimism. That's right, Kitty.
Browns. Give me the Browns. Bucks, Packers.
Tampa Baker. Come on. After Jordan Love crapped his pants on Monday Night Football, making me out to be Nostradamus, or as Chappelle would say, Negrodamus, I will be sticking with my anti-Jordan Love, even though every time I say Jordan Love's going to lose, he wins. And every time I say he's going to win, he loses. Who cares? Jordan Love sucks. Give me anti-Jordan Love.
Yeah, I'm going with Green Bay, honestly. It's just when it comes to I honestly, with that loss last week, we'll get into that later. But I think offensively the Packers are better, more pleasing to watch aesthetically. And then the defense is more complete than Tampa is right now as well. So I'm going Green Bay. Give me the pack attack, baby.
Yes, and by the way,
give me the team with the taller quarterback. Go Packers. Texans, Titans.
Hold on. By the way, before we carry on, everybody listening, you go ahead, you check the time on this podcast. And in that same amount of time, the Chargers are now losing 21-0. After,
oh my god!
So actually, 2 minutes earlier, minus 2 minutes. Chargers losing 21-0. Big Slick,
Staley.
Big Slick.
It's over. Actually, you know what? I as I was opening up my cereal today, and decided to look at my milk carton, I saw a missing poster of Big Slick, because I haven't heard from him all season. 12-5, 12-6 for what? Oh, 12-5 for what? Nothing. Staley's not that guy.
I feel like
my milk carton had a picture of Justin Herbert's hand.
I feel like you don't want to fire a coach in Las Vegas and be like, no, I want to fire you somewhere shitty, and then make you get your plane ticket home from there. Let's look at the rest of the Chargers schedule. Their only remaining road game is in Denver. I'd rather him fly home from Denver.
High altitude. Get that turbulence.
Texans, Titans.
The Tennessee Tits and the Texans. I'm going the Titans.
Yeah, I think CJ's in concussion protocol, even if he's not. He doesn't have anyone to throw to. All his receivers are just hitting the IR or, out for the season. So give me the Titans.
Yeah.
Give me the Titans. Jets, Dolphins, round 2.
All right. Zach Wilson said, I heard all the jokes. I heard you guys making fun of me all year. I'm here to prove that I'm a freaking quarterback in the NFL. I got the Dolphins. I just, Zach Wilson, broken clocks are right twice a day, or once a day, whatever the hell that saying's supposed to be.
Is
meaning
it twice a day, sir?
Okay, it is twice a day. But either way, Zach Wilson is not that guy. We know that. Jets defense has been wasted for the second straight year. And I think the Miami Dolphins, this is like their get right game. They were embarrassed national TV. So this is the game where they're like, nah, we just got to put up points against these MFs and move on to the next.
Yeah, you can't blow a lead like that on national TV and then, do nothing. So I think they'll get a win. Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins. Chiefs, Patriots.
Chiefs.
Depends, man. It depends on what these referees are gonna do. If they're just gonna and try to ruin Hall of Fame careers, I don't know. But I don't think they will, because there won't be a pivotal moment in this game. Chiefs by 20 points.
Ooh, 20. Yeah, I can see that. Like a 28-0. That was why not 20-0, but 28-10, 28-7. There you go.
It won't be this matchup, but Mahomes going off on the refs is gonna definitely bite him in the butt, most likely in the playoffs. Give me the Chiefs. Giants, Saints.
Saints.
Gabagool, baby. Gabagool special.
Saints.
Hey, hello? Is this Tommy DeVito's agent? Yeah. No. Tommy DeVito. Give me Tommy. 3-1. I think I've seen enough of the Saints squandering once again a top 10 defense, all these good weapons, Derek Carr in and out of the lineup, not finishing games and dinking and dunking his way to not glory, but to mediocrity. Give me the kid who plays in situations pretty well. So, I mean, that's what we were able to see last night. 3 days ago. And the Giants could run the ball.
Hey, where's freaking Gabagoo? You motherfucker.
Gabagool, do you have it?
Shut up, Hashmaster. There's no way that the Giants are going to win this game.
For real? I think there is a way they're going to win this game because they're riding on the arm of not Danny, but Tommy DeVito. And then you know what he told me before the game, before this week?
What he said?
Hey, if I don't throw for 200 yards, take it back.
I went to Tommy DeVito's house on the day of his daughter's wedding, and I gave him an offer he could not refuse. I said, you throw the Saints game, or I'll kill you.
Saints. Give me the Saints. Falcons, Panthers.
Falcons.
Bryce Young.
Who?
Bryce Young. Young boy. Yeah. Young boy, B-R-Y.
B-Rye. Our guy.
Young B-Rye. Man, do his thing. Show Desmond Ritter what a real quarterback is supposed to be. It's like, y'all just need me on the team.
Y'all just need me. Yeah, so no. I'm going Falcons. Bijan Robinson. It's just the Falcons. The Panthers have zero hope. So yeah.
Give me the Atlanta Falcons. Go Bijan. Kamansky's Rams.
Oh, Rams.
Rams.
Sean McVay's got to stay in that Coach of the Year hunt, so he got to get his team back to 500. Give me the Rams. Meanwhile, Ron Rivera's in I'm gonna get fired mode. So
fuck these games.
I think Commanders are dead. He's like, man, as long as y'all don't get the number 1 pick, it's fine.
Give me the guy who just had a baby, Sean McVay. Go Puka. Niners Cardinals.
Kyler Murray, he about to show up in his house and get destroyed in his house. Can y'all please trade me for Brock Purdy? I guarantee you I'd be better in the system. But Niners will win this game.
Yeah. Niners win. I think it's not even, I think it's gonna be ugly.
Give me Mr. Bay Area living. Give me the Niners. Dallas Bills.
Boo, 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 boo. Hey, ever since, they decided to leak Sean McDermott's pregame comments, Bills are undefeated. So I'm going to roll with Sean McDermott. I think, they really learned something from those pregame comments that he had a couple years back. I think
about 9/11.
I think the Bills they'll really work like that. They took that to heart and they're like, you know what, this is how we need to play. We play together like those guys did. And Bills get the win at home against Dallas.
In his defense, the terrorists were able to pull it off because they had the fire in their belly. Oh, wait, that was the wrong one.
Oh my gosh, that was good. That was good. Oh my gosh, you got that fire in your gut? Are you gonna let the terrorists win? Huh?
Wrong reference.
No, we're gonna win because we're Buffalo fucking Bills. And we don't let terrorists win. But too bad that you're the terrorist in this scenario because the America's team are the Dallas fucking Cowboys, baby. And we're going to win. Case closed.
Even the Cowboys, Sean McDermott, what's she going to do when America makes a terrorist threat out of you? Ravens, Jags, Sunday Night Football.
Ravens revenge in Jacksonville. Give me the Ravens all day and twice on Sunday night. Thank God it's actually a Sunday night football game. I thought they were going to have Commanders Rams, but I talked them out of it.
Well, give me Iguodala.
Yeah.
I'm going Ravens. I think this game could go two ways. So one way, it's going to be a close game where Jacksonville, is hanging around. I don't know, like Trevor Lawrence's ankle is magically fine. Or it's going to be like what we saw the Baltimore Ravens do against the hyped up teams, just blow them out and embarrass them. And then they can rest up before they play the Niners.
I see it going two ways too. One team wins, one team loses. Eagles, Seattle.
You didn't make a pick.
Monday Night Football. Oh, give me the Ravens. Philly, Seattle.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football, or as it's been all season, Monday Night Zebes. Monday Night Zebras.
Battle of the Birds. Give me the Eagles. It's Drew Lock against Jalen Hurts. Truth hurts. Seahawks suck. Go Birds. Yeah.
This will definitely take Pete Carroll out of the Coach of the Year candidacy because he won't be hovering around 500. So he'll be 3 games below 500. It's okay, people. I don't know math. But either way, Eagles got embarrassed back-to-back weeks. I don't see that trend happening now. Here at that game. So I think Eagles handle business.
Drew Lock does not unlock the offense. Give me the Eagles.
Give me Iguodala.
The swag. Unlock. Well, I think that's going to do it, folks. It's episode 42, the Jackie Robinson episode. Or as Hashmaster Z would call it, the Troy Polamalu episode.
Hey, that was rough draft, man.
43. People don't forget, man.
Just like 9/11.
Yeah.
People don't forget.
Is there a way where you can make that 42? No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think. Yeah.
Worthy. Hashmaster Z on his Pee Wee team, number 42.
Wee.
Like always, like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And we'll be right back here next week.
Hey, y'all.